So Ronda Rousey is scheduled to fight Gina Carano on Netflix. I'm actually excited for the fight. I used to be a big Ronda fan. There was a time when Ronda was going through the competition in UFC. I had a poster of Ronda in my room. I was such a massive fan. I was tuning into all of her fights. And just to watch her demolish all the opponents, like, the fights were not even competitive. She was destroying all the opponents, most of the opponents in the first round. She was getting arm bars, beautiful throws. At one point, it seemed like she was kind of invincible, but then she lost to Holly Holmes, and then she kind of lost her aura, and then she lost to Amanda Nunes badly. So it'd be great to see her back again. Ronda Rousey fought for the last time in 2016, I think, so she hasn't fought for 10 years, and Gina Carano hasn't fought for like 17 years. At one point, Gina was the biggest star in the women's division, so Gina used to be the biggest. She was the first one, I would say, and then Ronda came. So Gina came, she moved to making movies, went to Hollywood, and then Ronda did kind of the same thing. She was the second one, but she was the biggest star than Gina Carano. She's the biggest woman star that's ever been produced. And then she went on to her movies career. And then this fight was actually very anticipated fight. Like, fans wanted to see the fight because two movie stars, two former Strikeforce champion. Ronda started her career from Strikeforce as well. Ronda also a UFC champion. They wanted to see that in action, but it should have been made in 2016. I'm still excited, even though these guys have passed their primes. They're going to be shadow of their actual self, the prime self. But I'll still be excited, just because of the stylistic matchup. Gina Carano more like a kickboxing fighter. Ronda Rousey more like a grappler. I'll be excited to see it, to be honest. I'll be excited to see it. Seems like they approached Dana White to have the fight. Gina Carano had a very bad interaction with Dana White, called her the B word. Ronda Rousey and Dana White used to be friends, but for some reason the negotiations didn't go ahead, and I think it's because of Gina. Dana White didn't want to do anything with Gina. But then Jake Paul actually made it happen, so man, good for Jake Paul, to be honest. Jake Paul is doing something for the MMA fans. He's done a lot for the boxing fans already, but yeah, good for the guy, good for the fans.